Budgeting is power. Loss of EBT benefits and other things that are going on right now, it is to render you powerless. What we are doing is looking at small micro changes, things that you can do today, tomorrow, without a lot of effort, without a lot of time and a lot of planning. Know your top 3 grocery stores, look at their sales ads, know prices. You're going to know how much should a bell pepper cost at bottom line, how much am I going to pay for it at bottom line, and then shop across all 3. Create a list based off of your menu, based on what you don't have. This is going to eliminate spoilage and help you save money as well through all the sale ads, and buy things that are on your list or your menu that are on sale, nothing else. Create menus with foods or dinners that are 2-night food. If you are having chili on Monday night, the leftovers for chili will help you for chili dogs on Tuesday. Making sure that you utilize the food pantry. You even can go to a food pantry where you don't even have to get out the car. There's drive-up ones all over here in Florida. I hope this helps.
Has grocery shopping in America quietly turned into a survival game? Prices keep climbing, sales seem smaller, and somehow your cart still ends up costing triple what it used to. And now, SNAP and EBT benefits just got cut for November. So what can Americans do when the cost of just eating keeps going up? Today, we're breaking down the best ways to shop smart using grocery store apps, coupons, AI, meal prepping, and more. Let's get into it.
Grocery store apps that I have used to cut our grocery bill down from $1,400 a month to only $400 a month. The first one is called Supercook. It's a zero waste cooking app. Basically, you just put in there what you have in your pantry, and then it just spits out a bunch of recipes. This is great for when you feel like there's nothing left in the house to cook. Next is called Flash Food. Basically, local grocery stores list on their food that is close to the expiration date or best if used by date, and then you can go and buy them for like 50, 60, even 70% off. Next, for fruits and vegetables, I use Misfit Market. These are perfectly good fruits and vegetables. They're all organic. They're just sometimes weirdly shaped, and so the grocery stores don't want to sell them. So they sell them to you for a discount.
Every major grocery chain now has an app. Publix, Kroger, Walmart, Safeway, Aldi, Target, you name it. But most people scroll past those clip coupon buttons without realizing that's where the real discounts hide. Every week, you can stack store coupons, plus manufacturer coupons, plus cashback apps like Ibotta, Fetch, or Rakuten. And if you want to take this to the next level, use AI tools like ChatGPT to plan grocery runs for you. You can type specific prompts to get a week's worth of meals optimized for your budget, tastes, and local sales. Some people even feed their store's weekly ad into AI to get the cheapest recipe lineup possible. It's like having a personal shopping assistant who doesn't get tired or upsell you. If you've ever used ChatGPT, Claude, or Gemini for grocery planning, tell me in the comments how it went.
This is not even half of the coupons I've received in the last couple of weeks just by emailing companies and asking them if they can send them to me. I just use a personal template saying, I love their products. I would love a coupon and a sample, and look at what they sent me. Half of them are for free products. I'm putting in the caption below exactly what I email them and how to get coupons.
Remember when couponing was practically a sport? Entire TV shows dedicated to it. Extreme couponers used to clip newspapers for hours. But today, it's all about stacking online deals. Apps like Flip, coupons.com, and even Reddit threads like r/couponing share combo deals you might not notice alone. Here's how the pros do it. Check weekly ads first, stack with manufacturer coupons, add store loyalty rewards on top, then finish with a cashback app. It can take up some free time, but when your grocery bill drops, it's like giving yourself a mini raise.
If you're someone who relies on SNAP for your food every month, these are 5 recipes you can keep in the freezer for the month of November, and it only takes about an hour to prep. Black beans, pinto beans, corn, diced tomatoes with green chilies, taco seasoning, pound of chicken, 2 cups of chicken broth, pound of chicken, a can of pineapple, and 1 cup of barbecue sauce, a pound of chicken, taco seasoning, and a cup of salsa, a pound of chicken, 1 cup of teriyaki sauce, stir-fry vegetables, 1 cup of chicken broth, 1 pound of chicken, diced tomatoes, diced bell pepper and onion, and a can of spaghetti sauce. Now you have 10 easy crock-pot meals.
According to the USDA, U.S. consumers waste between 25 and 30% of their food purchases each year. Leftovers get tossed, produce rots, and perfectly good ingredients end up forgotten in the back of the fridge. But here's how you can improve that. Freeze ingredients.
Next time you see onions or peppers on sale at your local grocery store, grab as many as you can. I once bought 30 pounds of onions at one point because they were $1 for a 3-pound bag. Chop them up and put them in your freezer. Boom. This is like that onion and pepper blend that you can get. A lot of people put in like their high protein meal preps. Boom. You've just made one of the easy meal prep staples for a fraction of the cost.
Buy in bulk, portion smart. Costco chicken, divide into Ziplocs before freezing.
So you can find meat for cheaper when it's in a value family pack. And then I just go take freezer bags and I cut up into 1 pound increments. And I always freeze like this. I flatten it out into a thin layer that takes up half the freezer bag and spread it out evenly, get all of the air out. And then I freeze my meat flat like this. That way, when you go to grab it, it thaws out really easily and quickly.
Use a freezer list. You'd be shocked how much money you save just by knowing what's already in there. And for anyone thinking meal prep means eating the same sad meal all 7 days of the week, there are entire TikTok communities making $40 a week meal plans that look gourmet.
My $40 Trader Joe's meal prep. You want to start off by cooking your pasta and peeling your potatoes. Chop those into cubes and then chop up your tomatoes. Put those on the stove, flatten the chicken, add oil and seasonings, and then you want to add that to a grill. Set that aside. Now we're going to assemble the pasta, add the pesto, tomatoes, and peas, and mix that together. Now it's time to get our ground turkey cooking. Once that's finished, add the mixed vegetables and set that aside. Now we're going to mash our potatoes, add milk, butter, and some seasonings to make it creamy. We're just going to layer it in a pan all nice like this and then add it to the oven. Lastly, we're going to make breakfast. I had some pancake mix, but you can make homemade pancakes for this. Scramble some eggs together and I added mine to this little muffin tray. Once the eggs were finished, I added the pancakes and then that was it. This was final product for dinner. Here are the macros. This is the final product for lunch. Here are the macros for this. And lastly, here are the final products for breakfast. This is the macros for this. So fun, so quick, so easy. If you guys try this out, let me know what you think.
Type things like meal prep on a budget into TikTok, and you'd be surprised at what you can find. If you already meal prep, what's your go-to budget meal? Drop it below. Let's trade ideas.
You need to be focusing on meatless meals, casserole dishes, or cheap meats if you want meat. You need to be focusing on non-perishables. So you can get a lot of like frozen veggies or canned veggies and fruits, and they will last you instead of having to constantly buy fresh fruits and veggies. Super cheap and it will go far.
It's easy to shop emotionally, not logically. You go in hungry, you get hit by limited time displays and colorful packaging. Stores are literally designed to distract you from your list. It sounds basic, but eat before you shop, bring a list, and set a weekly grocery budget and stick to it.
And I plan 11 to 14 meals every time we get paid, which is every 2 weeks. I plan out the meals to the T. Every ingredient is listed and every side is listed. That way I go to the store one time and I don't have to go back to the store midweek and spend another $30.
Frozen fruits and vegetables are just as nutritious as the fresh ones in the aisle. Studies from the USDA found that frozen produce can retain more vitamins than fresh items that spend days in transit or on shelves. Plus, they're usually 20 to 40% cheaper and last far longer, making them a smart buy.
They got some mixed vegetables for only 98 cents, some broccoli for 94 cents.
Store brand or generic products are often made in the same factories as name brands, just with different labels and lower prices. In blind taste tests, consumers frequently can't tell the difference.
No food stamps, no problem. Let's go in Walmart and see what we can do to make some meals. They have their great value mac and cheese for 58 cents. They got the great value skillet dinners for only $1.28. Baby, they got all day pasta for only 98 cents. They got the great value canned goods for only 76 cents. Some of them are even 50 cents. Got all of your black beans, the red beans, kidney beans, all of that for under $1. Baby, they got all kind of peas and beans. Baby, get you a big bag of rice. And when I tell you that you can make it, you can make it. Y'all got to stop living in fear and trust God, okay?
And research from Consumer Reports found that many store brands are 20 to 25% cheaper on average than their branded counterparts. In some cases, the ingredients and even the suppliers are identical. Buying in bulk can save you money, especially when you focus on cost per unit instead of sticker price. The USDA found that larger package sizes typically offer 10 to 30% lower cost per ounce or pound than paired to smaller ones, though only if you actually use what you buy. The key is to bulk up on staples with long shelf lives, like rice, beans, or pasta, so the savings don't end up in the trash.
I mean, groceries cost like they're imported from Mars. What's actually helping me is going back to the basics. You know, the way our grandparents did it. Real food, simple ingredients. You know, what I'll do is I'll grab a bag of potatoes, like a 10-pound bag, some rice, some veggies. It stretches, maybe a whole rotisserie chicken. And the first night, I'll eat the chicken with the veggies. The second night, chicken, fried rice. Third night, turn what's left into soup. You know, one grocery trip, multiple meals, no waste. It's not about living fancy, not right now. You know, it's about surviving wisely. We just got to be a little bit more simple with the way we shop and go back to the basics.
Sometimes the best way to save money on food is to go back to basics, the way our grandparents did. Simple meals built around staples like beans, rice, eggs, potatoes, and seasonal vegetables used to be the norm, not a sacrifice. The Bureau of Labor Statistics reports that Americans now spend nearly 3 times more on processed and convenience foods than they did in the 1960s, even after adjusting for inflation. Cooking simple, hearty dishes at home not only stretches your budget, but it reconnects you with the kind of wholesome, less processed, no frills eating that kept past generations fed. Tech, prep, and planning are your secret weapons against a system built to make you overspend. Leave a like if any tips in this video helped you out, and share so others can benefit as well. If I missed any tips that you know of, share them in the comments so we can all help one another out. What's one store brand item you swear by? And what's your favorite money-saving recipe? Let us know in the comments. Subscribe if you want more American deep dives. As always, feel free to suggest topics related to American culture that you'd like to see us cover next in the comments.